Hello, this is Claude Sports Corner, and yes, I'm talking about one LeBron James yet again. And I'm talking about the free agency, and I'm also going to point out a new crop of people. I mean, obviously, we have two types when dealing with sex in general. We have heterosexuals. That means that you are attracted to people, obviously, of the opposite sex. We have homosexuals, people who are attracted to the same sex. But now we have a new crop of people who are attracted to a certain individual. And I like to call these individuals, like Chris Broussard and Shannon Sharpe, allegedly. These guys are Lebronsexuals. Why do I say that, ladies and gentlemen? And before I get to these colorful comments, can you please let the little ones exit the room? In fact, I'll wait a couple of minutes for you. Okay? Okay. Okay, let's hope they're gone by now, because now comes the fun part of this particular video, okay? Now, as you notice, I mentioned two people in particular. Now, there are way more than that, but these two in particular, Chris Broussard and Mr. Shannon Sharpe, allegedly, these two guys, I mean, they worship the ground that LeBron James walks on. I mean, the man can do no wrong. I mean, I'm not even going to bring up the 3-6 finals record. I understand, obviously, that's not all on LeBron. And I am more than fair and balanced. LeBron James was asked to do something that no other NBA star was asked to do. At 17 years old, he was asked to save a franchise and a league that was slowly dying and getting weary of the Shaq-Kobe deal. And LeBron came through just in time. Now, he's not the only superstar, of course, that came through during that time. D-Wade, Carmelo Anthony come to mind. But LeBron James was asked to save a franchise and a league. And he has done just that. Now, obviously, no one does everything perfect. But LeBron has had, obviously, a top 5 career when it comes to the annals in the National Basketball Association. But these Lebronsexuals, as I like to call them, I mean, they go over the top. Especially that mushmouth Shannon Sharpe, who's unlistable, by the way. Oh, be a Braun. I mean, he's giving them nicknames, really. I mean, what you got on? Lathongs, nigga? I mean, damn. And Chris Broussard is not much better. Well, you know, LeBron said, I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, can you let us nuts breathe a little bit? Damn. I mean, is he a great player? Yes, he is. Is he the best player in the league right now? Fuck no. I'd take Anthony Davis over him in a heartbeat. A heartbeat. And if LeBron James was truly about chasing rings, that's where he would go. He would go right to New Orleans, where he would be ball dominant and be able to play with, in my opinion, the best player in the league right now, Anthony Davis. And if you see how Anthony Davis played in the playoffs and how he finished up without Boogie Cousins, you'll know why I feel that he's the best player in the league. Imagine that lineup. LeBron James, Drew Holiday, Anthony Davis. You can easily win. You can win that West. You can challenge Golden State, because Golden State obviously does not have a big man. And you can beat them up. And plus, and I like Rondo, but as nice as Rondo is, you can't play 4-on-5 against Golden State. You have to score with that team. Rondo's getting 3 points and 12 assists ain't going to cut it. He just isn't. And I like Rondo. But you have to be able to score. You have to have points coming from all 5 guys along with your bench when you're playing teams like Golden State and to a lesser extent the Houston Rockets. And they lost Trevor Ariza, and that's going to be a bigger hit than people realize. Especially if they lose Clint Capella, which could possibly happen. Because I could see Brooklyn pricing him out the joint to get him. But that's irrelevant right now. Now, obviously, LA, the Lakers have been bandied about. Houston. In fact, I heard that he had the nerve to talk to Kevin Durant to talk about him joining up. And both of those guys joining up in LA. I mean, just what we need. I mean, that's a weaker move than what Snuggles did. And for those who don't know, that is the nickname that I've given Kevin Durant, Snuggles. And just in case you missed that, watch my other 2 videos about Kevin Durant. But going back to the Lebronsexuals, LeBron is better than Michael Jordan. LeBron had less to work with, and I understand to a lesser extent in Cleveland. Like the first finals and the last finals, he had less to work with. But when he went to Miami, I mean, for God's sake, he had Chris Bosh, he had Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. I mean, come on. Michael Jordan had Scottie Pippen, the first go-round, B.J. Armstrong, Horace Grant, and those guys. Listen, they were very good players. They were not better than Wade and Bosh. They weren't. I'm sorry. Pippen, you can make a case for Pippen defensively, but Dwayne Wade was eons over Scottie Pippen offensively, and so was Bosh to that matter. Chris Bosh's contributions are really shortchanged when it comes to that big 3. He sacrificed his game for those other guys to shine and to win a title. Now, the time that Cleveland did win the championship, listen, Kyrie had as much to do with winning that title as LeBron did. In fact, you could make a case more so because he had to guard the best player, that was Steph Curry. And he shut him down and outplayed him, which is the big reason why they won the title. Everybody wants to go back to, well, Draymond got suspended. It was 1 game, for God's sake. They were up 3-1. They should have beat him. They had 2 other chances. And Draymond played, okay? But the Lebronsexuals, of course, will give LeBron all types of slack. Oh, man, he's playing so good. Skip. Let me tell you, Skip. Oh, LeBron. I mean, goddamn, get your name out of nuts. What are you going to do? Fuck him and fix him breakfast? Jeez. And Chris Broussard is no better. Well, my sources say LeBron is going to go to the Lakers. Oh, please. God. These guys, I mean, the hero worship, I mean, that's going to another level. I mean, cut it out. And Shannon, you know better. God. LeBron, me and LeBron, we going to go to the land. I tell you, Skip, how many times was he wrong during these finals? I guarantee you there's going to be a game 5, Skip. Yeah, right. Jeez. LeBron is better than he's better than Michael. Michael could go to school. LeBron does everything. I mean, damn. I swear, every time Shannon Sharpe opens his mouth, he sets black folks back 100 years. But where will LeBron end up? Listen, you know it's set up for him to go to the Lakers. The Lakers need a star. They're a star-driven franchise. That's where LeBron is going to end up. It's going to be him and probably Kawhi Leonard, maybe Boogie Cousins, especially after Paul George decided to re-sign with the Oklahoma City Thunder. I believe it's going to be, listen, the pressure's on Magic Johnson to get a deal done with Kawhi, so he and LeBron will team up because they have to have super teams. That's the end thing now. Have to have a super team, and they're going to make sure to have one in LA. Meanwhile, the biggest market in sports is going to go into another season showing Willis Reed highlights, and it's disgusting. Please like and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. This was another Claude Sports Corner. Take care and God bless.